Hi friends, this lesson is for Module 1, Lesson 4. Yesterday I went to the apple orchard and I love going to the apple orchard. And when I came home, I was showing my family all of the apples I picked. And they said, "Oh, you picked so many apples." And I did. As I was dumping them out, I noticed they all looked just a little different. Do you agree? Yeah. And I was like, man, I know there's a way to describe these all in their different groups, but I'd have to separate them into different parts. And guess what? It made me think of math, of course. Now there is a math tool, not the 10 frame, but another tool we've talked about that helps us to separate things into parts. Yeah, number bonds. Ooh, let's use those today, friends. This will be perfect. We can use our apples because our learning goal for today says, I can describe parts in groups of 6. Okay, I cannot wait to do this because that's perfect. I had 6 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to divide them up into different parts. So let's see, let's look at the apples. Now I want to kind of break them up based on things that they have in common. So let's see, what's something that they all share, or that some of them share? Hey, did you think of what I just thought? What about if I broke them into parts of red versus not red? Okay, so we're going to do parts are the red apples versus the not red apples. So here we go. Now, I know that the top circle, or the bigger circle, is the one that has the whole amount. So I'm not even going to worry about numbers right now. I'm just going to put all of the apples right there. Okay? Now, the parts that I'm going to do on the bottom are red versus not red. So I'm going to put all the red apples over here, and then all the other ones that aren't red on the other side of the number bond. Hey, look! I just made a number bond using the different parts of 6. This is super duper fun. Now, of course, though, obviously, we don't just leave the shapes and stuff inside the number bonds. We actually normally just put the numbers. So let's see. I know that I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apples, so that will go on the top. Friend, how many red apples did I have? Thank you very much. You're right, 3. And how many apples did I have that were not red? Yeah, 3. Perfecto. Hey, so my number bond has 6 at the top and then 3s at the bottom for the 2 parts. Now, I want to write a number sentence saying the parts, when I add them together, will equal the whole amount. So I'm going to say, let's say, red versus not red. So 3 plus 3, because if I have my red and I add them to my not red, I'm going to equal 6, or my whole amount. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I thought to use our apples with this lesson because it's so helpful. Okay, can you go ahead and, actually just wait. I'm not going to have you get your dry erase board just yet. Okay, let's try another one. Now let's see, we did red versus non-red. What's another way I could split up these apples by ways that they're the same or different? Ooh, what if I did yellow versus not yellow? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so let's see. That top circle, the big circle, has the whole amount. So how many apples am I going to put in that top circle? You got it. All of them. Because it's the whole amount. It's all the apples I have. Now it says yellow versus not yellow. So how many apples am I going to put as one of the parts for yellow? Yeah, I have just one yellow apple. So that means all of the rest of the apples are the other part, and they're going to go on the other side. Okay, perfect. So now I would like you to go ahead and get your dry erase board and your marker or your math journal because I'm going to have you write in the numbers in your number bond. So I want you to go ahead and do that and then press play when you're all ready. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to draw an empty number bond. Do not draw any apples in your number bond. You don't need to do that. I'm just doing that to help us see. So I want you to draw a circle with the 2 sticks and then the 2 circles for the parts at the bottom, okay? When you have all that done, I want you to go ahead and write the number that's going to go right in that top one for the whole amount. Then press play to check yourself. Okay, did you fill in the whole amount? All right, I know that there are 6 apples, so 6 would be my whole amount. Is that what you did? Oh, Fred, good job. Okay, so then the other one is yellow versus not yellow. So one of my parts is yellow. So let's look in this part. What number would we put right there to show how many yellow apples we had? Go ahead and fill it in your number bond. Okay, did you write 1? You did. Good job. Yeah, because there's 1 yellow apple in that whole group. See, in that whole group of 6, there's 1 little yellow apple right there. Then what number is going to go in the other part? How many apples did I have that were not yellow, friend? Go ahead and fill that in your number bond right there. Did you do 5? Oh, man, we are rocking and rolling. Okay, I want you to now write a number sentence where you're adding the 2 parts to equal the whole amount. I'm going to get you started. I'm going to start with 1 plus something, something, something equals something. So I want you to go ahead and press pause while you finish that number sentence. Then press play to check yourself. Okay, so if I add the 2 parts together, I should equal the whole amount. So if 1 is a part, then the other part would be 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. How'd you do, friend? Oh, man, you are so good. All right, erase your board. Let's try another one. Oh, Miss Arwood's gone wild. I forgot. You know what? Sometimes you might want to flip that around because you can actually write number sentences in 2 different ways. Now, we did 1 plus 5 equals 6, but we could also say 5 plus, what do you think? Yeah, 1 equals 6. Because actually, it doesn't matter. I can move those parts around. I just can't take any away or and like eat one of the apples because that would change the number bond. And I certainly couldn't like go pick more apples. So I wouldn't be adding anything in because that would change the number bond. But I could switch them around. I could say 1 plus 5 equals 6, or I could say 5 plus 1 equals 6. Okay? Okay, let's try another one. All right, your board should be erased. I want you to go ahead and just draw an empty number bond, okay? All right, so this time let's do you see another way some of them are the same and also different? I got it. What if we did leaves versus no leaves? Because I see some of them don't have any leaves coming off their stems. Okay, I'm going to fill in the top part over here with my whole amount. All right, so let's see. It's going to be all the apples, of course, because that's how many I have altogether are going to be in the top. Then let's see leaves. I see these. Oh, I started with the ones that do have leaves. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfecto. And then the ones that don't have leaves, that's 2. Okay, press pause, friend, because I want you to fill in the number bond to match the pictures that we did. What number would you put in here as the whole amount? What number would you put as the part that have leaves? And what number would you put as the part that doesn't have leaves? All right, go ahead and fill those in, and then let's check yourself. Are you ready? Okay, so I did 6 is the whole amount because, of course, there's 6 apples. And then as the part that has leaves, I did 4. Is that what you did? Haha, because we can just count them 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 4 apples with leaves. And then there are 1, 2 apples with no leaves. Okay, friend, I want you to go ahead and press pause and try to write 2 number sentences where you're adding the 2 parts together to equal the whole amount. All right, press play to check yourself. Okay, so let's just start by what we normally have been doing. We're going to do 4 plus 2 equals 6. Okay, that's one number sentence. If you got that one, pat yourself on the back. Let's do another one. This time, let's start with 2. I'm going to give you a hint. If you haven't already, write the rest of that number sentence that equals 6. Okay, ready? So this one would be 2 plus, yep, you're right, 4 equals 6. Good job. Wow, you were doing amazing. Our learning goal for today says, I can describe parts in groups of 6. And that's exactly what we've been doing. And we've been totally awesome, I have to say. All right, it's your turn. This is what I would like you to do. I'm going to go ahead. I gave you some more apples. Now they're a little bit different, and you can divide them any way you want. So you can do stems or no stems, or smiley faces or no smiley faces, or yellow versus no yellow, or leaves versus no leaves, whatever you want to do. Just pick one way. And what I want you to do is I want you to write a number sentence where you're adding the two parts that you're going to fill into this number bond. So you're going to write the whole amount, whichever way you divided them up, and write them into the two parts, and then write two number sentences to match it. Okay? When you're done with that, seesaw it to your teacher. Good luck, friends.